Your Honor, my name is Stephanie Humbert, and I'm a fire investigator firefighter with the Burkburnett Fire Department. On Tuesday, October 1st, 2019, the Burkburnett Fire Department was dispatched to a first alarm assignment at 1:17 p.m. for a report of a fire at 614 May Street. When the first units arrived on scene, their initial size-up was dense black smoke coming from the eaves and roof vents of the home. Initially, firefighters entered the home to search for victims, while other units were fighting fire in near-zero visibility conditions. Search and rescue efforts were abandoned when the family arrived at home and stated that no one was in the home. After the fire was extinguished and crews were reloading hose and getting their apparatus back in service, dispatch issued a full alarm assignment to a structure fire with children trapped inside only 3 blocks away. At this time, crews quickly finished loading hose and left the scene to respond to the other fire. Your Honor, while I was en route to the fire, I was listening to the firefighters' radio traffic. I did hear the initial size up, and I also heard an interior team reporting to command that there was an area of fire involved centered around the TV in the living room. Not long after, I heard them report heavy to moderate smoke conditions in the living room area, giving it near zero visibility. But there were other crews reporting minor smoke conditions and good visibility throughout the rest of the home. This traffic led me to believe that it was possible a fire could have started in the area around the TV and it accelerated quickly according to the firefighters' radio traffic, but only in the area of the living room and near the television set. Your Honor, due to the exigent circumstances, the firefighters left the scene in a hurry and they did leave it unsecured. Sir, based on the firefighters' radio traffic and the damage noted when I arrived on scene, I considered this exigent circumstances to search the property and determine the cause and origin of this fire. When I arrived on scene, the family was nowhere to be found. I made my entry into the structure and began my investigation. I began with taking photographs of the structure, both interior and exterior, and while examining some of the evidence inside the home, I noticed personal items appeared to be missing. The house also appeared to have staged old furniture and a broken television. The older furniture threw up a red flag because it should not have burned and charred like it was. The alligator charring indicated extremely hot temperatures in that living room area around the TV. However, furniture in other rooms were not burnt the same and just had some smoke and minor water damage. Upon further investigation, I noted some type of melted device behind the television. As I was collecting evidence, I also noticed a pour pattern behind the television that led towards the kitchen. I did collect samples from the pour pattern and notified law enforcement on scene that I would be pursuing arson charges against the homeowners due to my findings. Your Honor, here's a photograph that shows the charring pattern, and you can see how it follows from one end to the other, just like following a trail. The carpet's not burned on either side, which means that this fire followed an accelerant, and it followed it from point A to point B. Your Honor, as I was finishing up my documentation, the homeowner arrived with their attorney, and he stated my evidence must be suppressed because I entered the home without their permission and violated their Fourth Amendment rights. After I left the fire scene, Your Honor, I went to the fire station and met with the firefighters that fought this fire at 614 May Street. I asked for each of them to write a statement from start to finish of what happened and what they noticed in the structure. Your Honor, all of the firefighters wrote statements, and I have them to submit as evidence for this case. 2 of the firefighters noticed that there was a melted device behind the broken television set and a char pattern from the television to the kitchen that indicated that an accelerant was poured there. And other firefighters also put in their report that they didn't notice any personal effects and that the furniture looked staged. There were no toys, no appliances, nothing in the home to indicate someone was living there.